it was mentioned to us by our friend Dave Vandenberg about this studio in Texas, and we thought, yeah, whatever. So he emailed us about it, and we think, yeah, that, you know, wouldn't that be lovely? But it's not like it's going to happen. And then we actually worked out that it actually was feasible, and you know, well, why wouldn't we do it? You know, do you know what I mean? And I think the longer it went, the more we thought about it, the more we thought, actually, we don't want to do another album in Leeds. You know, this is what we want to do. So then there was a point where we didn't know if it was going to happen, and then I was thinking, flipping heck, you know, if this doesn't happen now, I'm so kind of excited about the idea of making it in America that I'm going to be so deflated that I don't think I could even make another album in Leeds anymore. Do you know what I mean? I was just kind of like, no, I couldn't go back in that studio again. So yeah, I said it. You know, and we managed to tag it on the end of a couple, you know, a tour, so that it didn't hurt us so much financially. And here we are doing it.
Eddie plays guitar, he produces the records, he writes a lot of the material, he directs the band on stage, and he's a very passionate, emotionally driven, romantic sort of a person, and very optimistic as well, and quite stubborn. Whereas I am a bit more analytical and definitely a pessimist. I tend to use pessimism as a shield of protection against disappointment, and it works really well because everything that happens is usually a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, we have a kind of brotherly love-hate relationship, very much. We're the yin and yang, very different in many ways, and it just seems to work that way. You know, he's a complete pessimist, I'm a complete optimist, and I think if it wasn't for, because I just get carried away with my optimism, and he grounds me, but then he gets really depressed, so then I brighten up his days. You know, so it works well.
Joe plays Hammond and piano amazingly well. He has a really dry sense of humour.
Simon, who I can see through that window now, he's the drummer. He's now making obscene gestures.
He's very messy, doesn't really organise anything.
He's really the kind of brains behind the band. He's the real character.
And we're not sure that he would be able to organise anything, even if he was asked to. He probably would think that was unfair.
All I have to do is write the set lists out, copy them out, and sometimes make cocktails between sets. Play the keyboards.
People say to us, you know, now we went off the show to go, flip it out, you know, like Joe, like on Hammond, like wow, where did that come from? You know, the people who've noticed.
Peter is our sexy bassist. He's an amazing, soulful, natural bass player. I have had the privilege of working alongside him these past 11 years. Pete is a rock, and I think Peter means rock in some kind of biblical nonsense. Yeah, I think so.
You know, actually, I think learned bass in church in Leeds. Used to play in, you know, in a sort of gospel church really in Chapeltown area in Leeds. So he came out of all that, and he's got a lot of experience playing in a lot of bands, lots of styles, and he really holds it together. You know, wicked bass player.
I mean, we're all craving for people to love our stuff, period. That's what it is. You know, when people start to like your music, it's a nice feeling. We're a dance band. You know, if we're playing music and everybody just stood there gawping at us, then everything's a bit wrong. But when we see people moving, it makes us want to play along.